Once one of the most energetic voices in Southern hip-hop, Mystikal, the Louisiana rapper known for his raw delivery and hits in the early 2000s, is now making headlines for something far darker. After years of legal troubles, arrests, and repeated allegations, his story has taken a devastating turn. Born Michael Tyler in New Orleans, Mystikal rose to fame under No Limit Records and later Cash Money. With tracks like Shake Ya Ass and Danger, he built a reputation as a high-energy performer with a unique voice. At his peak, he was one of the South's biggest stars. Rapper Mystikal is now facing up to 20 years in prison, and this isn't his first time.
May 30th, 2022, Ascension Parish deputies in Louisiana responded to a hospital where a woman had arrived with cuts and bruises on her arms, legs, face, mouth, and neck. Hair was missing from her scalp. A medical examination found injuries consistent with sexual assault. The woman told deputies she had gone to Mystikal's home in Prairieville, Louisiana, to discuss financial matters. According to court documents, Mystikal beat her, choked her, rubbing alcohol on her claiming it would remove her bad spirits, took her car keys and phone so she could not leave, and raped her. He reportedly prayed with her at one point during the assault. When it was over, he forced her to send him $150 via Cash App before letting her leave. Deputies arrested Mystikal, whose legal name is Michael Lawrence Tyler, at his home. A judge denied him bond, and he has been held in custody ever since. In September 2022, an Ascension Parish grand jury indicted Tyler on first-degree rape, domestic abuse battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, simple robbery, criminal damage to property, and multiple drug charges. He entered a not guilty plea on all counts. Under Louisiana law, a conviction for first-degree rape carries a mandatory life sentence with no possibility of parole. Tyler tried multiple times to get bond. Every time, judges denied the request. In November 2025, Judge Stephen Turow denied bond a final time, ruling Tyler would remain in jail until trial. His trial was set for March 30th, 2026. Instead, on March 17th, 2 weeks before that trial date, Tyler entered a guilty plea to an amended charge of third-degree rape. The plea deal reduced his exposure from a mandatory life sentence to a maximum of 20 years. A judge ordered a pre-sentence investigation. The sentencing date is set for June 6th. The investigation will compile background information, offense details, and other relevant factors for the judge to consider before deciding his actual sentence. This is not Mystikal's first guilty plea to a sex crime. It is his second. In 2003, he pleaded guilty to sexual battery and extortion after he and two bodyguards forced his hairstylist to perform sex acts. He initially claimed the encounter was consensual, but a videotape found at his home showed otherwise. In January 2004, a judge sentenced him to 6 years in state prison. He served the full 6 years and was released in January 2010. He became a lifetime registered sex offender in Louisiana. Then in 2012, he received a 3-month jail sentence for domestic abuse battery. In 2017, he was charged with first-degree rape and second-degree kidnapping related to an incident at a Shreveport casino. He spent 18 months in jail before those charges were dropped in 2020 after a second grand jury reviewed the evidence. So there is a pattern here that stretches back over 2 decades. Before the legal problems consumed his life, Mystikal was one of the top names in Southern rap. Born in New Orleans, he served as a combat engineer in the U.S. Army during the Gulf War. After returning home, he launched his rap career and signed with Master P's No Limit Records in 1996. He released Unpredictable in 1997, which went platinum, and Ghetto Fabulous in 1998, which went triple platinum. His 2000 album Let's Get Ready debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and went double platinum. It contained Shake Ya, produced by the Neptunes with Pharrell Williams, and Danger Been So Long featuring Nivea, both top 15 hits. His follow-up album Tarantula earned him a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. He received 3 Grammy nominations total during his career. Tyler was 55 years old when he entered his guilty plea this week. He has now spent nearly 4 years behind bars on these charges alone, on top of the 6 years he served for his first sex crime conviction. His prior conviction and his registered sex offender status will be part of the picture when the judge decides his fate in June. The man who once had a #1 album in America will learn how much more of his life he will spend inside a prison cell.